Ever since 2005, people have been able to create content on a top performing platform. And that top performing platform is YouTube. In the 18 years that the platform has been around, it has been able to pull over hundreds of billions of views. So it's safe to say that this platform isn't going anywhere. However, in 2020, when life quality was at its lowest, one unsung hero was able to bring entertainment to the dull environment the pandemic was. Enter me, Marquise Falcon. I am 26 years old by the time I start my music related channel. And I did exactly that when I uploaded a 6ix9ine review. And to think that this rat started it all. It's the same exact way Disney started. It all started with a mouse. And from where I could grow my brand while I still looked like this for some reason. But as soon as I was able to build my brand, a problem arose.
Okay, look, I know this isn't your usual Marquise Falcon video, but I want to say that the text-to-speech thing isn't working anymore. As you can see, many channels are being put claims against them for using text-to-speech, so using our own voice is what we have to do now. See, I've been using it since October, and that is changing today, so I want to let you guys know that my videos may be a little different in the future.
So yeah, at the time of me making that video, YouTube was killing off channels who used text-to-speech in their videos. And I was a target because at the time I was doing exactly that. So I decided that the only way to stop my channel from getting deleted was to make a video that had my real voice in it. Initially it didn't do as well as my other videos, but people are starting to come around to it now. This caused me to take a pretty long break. Luckily I came back on September 2021 and started making content again. The year is 2021. My brand has been established and I started uploading music related videos daily. This all started with my video The Worst Songs of 2021, which did really well when it dropped. It was then followed up by my video on Smiley's Over the Top where I called the song trash. Then I released the Best Songs of 2021. It didn't do as well as the Worst Songs list, but it still did decent. With this traction I gained from those videos, I decided that I would be making those types of videos again for 2022, the year after. I then followed that up with a video about Meek Mill which did really well. Then I did a really short joke video which was music related but didn't do that well. Then my review of Expensive Pain came out and that did pretty well. Then I reviewed Comethazine's The Comethazine album which I thought was mid. Then I started another venture which was making music. I was doing it just for fun at the same, but later into my career I started taking music more seriously and I was able to get traction off of my music. I then went back to making another review. This time it was for Travis Scott. Then I talked about the Astroworld incident and then I cut off my dreads. I then started making a bunch of music in the meantime. Then I ended the year off with a Roddy Ricch review. Overall, in 2021 I did way better view-wise than I did in 2020. It was safe to say that I was getting an audience. The year is 2022. I was starting to get quite a bit of views and I continued forward with something different. For the first time ever, I did a movie review. And while it didn't do as well as an album review per se, I still was very proud of how it turned out. I then followed that up with a review of The Weeknd which did way better. And then it was back to music. On the outro to my song Lost that year though, I already started controversy with statements like this. Let me read them aloud to you real quick. Ahem. And I quote, "You know, there's no escape from Lucifer himself. You know that Santa's an anagram for Satan. But you just can't believe. I mean, God plays too many tricks on us. He makes us trip. He commands Mother Nature to bring thunder to the sky. He summons a tsunami to wash us away. Wash away all of our sins. But you can't wash all of the sins away. We keep sinning. And we can't do anything about our sins. The devil's luring us in closer and closer. Into the burning pits of hell. A place even he knows we can't survive. So yeah, that might have been a little much for an outro. But hey, it was for an album named My Fantasy X My Vision. And here's the track list for it because it never ended up getting finished. But anyways, I also did a video style where I would review albums in a quick manner. I first did this because Valentine's Day was coming up. This video style wouldn't come back until 2023 came around. I also did collabs with Cameron Wade and Cryptus 808 that year. Then it was back to music. Then I dropped a video on Snoop Dogg turning Death Row Records into an NFT, which I thought was really fucking stupid. Then I dropped a review on Turning Red where I was defending it. Then I started making beats. Then I took a break until June 2022 came around. I made a video about why I took a break, what artists I was getting into at the time, and why I had a falling out with Alam Nasrallah. I then went back to dropping music. I dropped a mixtape named Anti-Everybody in September 2022. I then announced where all my unreleased music would be. After that I dropped a single named Menace. After that I dropped an album named Valis in September as well. I dropped it later in September though. Then I made another beat, made an extended version of a song from Valis, and made an MV Perry inspired video called What Your Favorite Rapper Says About You. That video did really well and I thought of making another part to it. I enjoyed making the video originally and wanted to do it again. Except I didn't. I, instead, dropped another single which was a sequel to the first song I have ever made. I then made a collab with another YouTuber. After that I dropped my worst songs of 2022 video in December along with a dishonorable mentions video. And then I ended the year off with some new music. Overall I did really well view-wise in 2022. My audience was established at this point. It is the current year 2023. I started the year off with the best songs of 2023. And then the year started off with some beef between me and Tobias. Yeah, let's talk about that. So apparently Tobias McKay was going to all sorts of lengths to support Summers. What a dick rider, am I right? Anyways, I then made a video about Spotify's playlist in a bottle feature. The video did really well, mostly because I developed a sense of humor on this channel that became synonymous with my brand. The first time someone commented on this was on my worst songs of 2022 video where someone said I was hilarious. I appreciate that. Anyways, I dropped a project named Friday the 13th and then dropped the most important song of my career. The song was called I Have a Dream and it instantly became my most popular song ever. The song was about Martin Luther King Jr., a man who ended racial inequality. And basically the point I was trying to make with that song is that we're all equal regardless of our race or gender or religion or beliefs. But that statement then aged like spoiled milk when this happened. Well, this is awkward. I just got cancelled for saying that white lives don't matter. Now what I meant by that is this. White people, they have been racist at one point in their lives. Yes, they have stolen everything from us. Our culture, swag, slang. Hell, I can't even listen to a rapper anymore because a white person has. They are a disgrace to this earth and I don't give a damn if they die. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I might have gotten into a bit of hot water when I said that white lives didn't matter. And I now understand that me saying that statement was wildly racist. And so I apologize. I am a changed man and I will never do something like that ever again. I promise. Don't worry though. Cryptus's bitch ass got blocked so that he couldn't target me ever again. After that whole fiasco happened, no loop, I went back to dropping music. Except the music was a little more disoriented this time around. That'll be important later on, so remember that I said that. I then teased a project with Sponge Gang that honored the legacies of Young Ace and Goat Bob, two rappers who blew up alongside me but then their lives got tragically cut short in 2022. And I still think about them to this day. How would life be different if they were still around? Would life be better that way? Because I was devastated about their losses still. I made 2 tributes to the both of them. I know I gotta move on but it was hard to. Anyways, the project never came into fruition because Goat Bob's features couldn't get cleared. So that sucked. After that I went back to making beats. Then I dropped a slowed version to a song of mine and then dropped a project in which many fans would call my worst. The project was called Cuz I Said So and god this thing was atrocious. It was so bad to where I didn't even wanna finish it. Yeah, that bad. After that I dropped an Orange Justice freestyle. Dropped a single called Cross the Line. Made a video about the length of YouTube ads. Dropped a single called Having It My Way which was universally hated on. Dropped a Jeff Syndicate freestyle. Made a video about me coming out as transgender. Dropped a single called Dog M. Dropped a single called The Force. Made a video about a YouTube glitch with SpongeBob SquarePants. Dropped a song called Biggest Ever. Made a video about the length of YouTube ads again. Dropped a diss track on someone named Y Question which was universally hated on. Made a joke video that did better than the joke video I made in 2021. Made yet another video about the length of YouTube ads. Made another joke video which didn't do that well. Dropped the worst songs of 2020 video because I didn't make a worst songs video for that year yet. Dropped a single named Milano where the solo version blew up. Made a video on Ludwig's videos now showing up as ads. Started a series named No Beat, Just Bars where I rapped some really fire bars over no production. Made another video about a YouTube glitch with SpongeBob SquarePants again. Made a second and third episode of No Beat, Just Bars where the third episode had Christian bars in it. Made a video on a wildly racist channel. Made a video on One Giant Onion. Dropped a single named Overkill which was a diss track aimed at Cameron Wade. Made an episode of No Beat, Just Bars where it was entirely bars about America. Made a video on Ludillon. Made a video about an obvious ripoff. Dropped a freestyle-oriented single named One Verse where the album that it was supposed to be on would be the last of an ongoing trilogy. Dropped the 5th episode of No Beat, Just Bars. Made a sequel to a video I made back in 2022. Dropped the single War. Teased an album named Long Road which had to be scrapped entirely. Made a beat which was universally hated on. Made a You Know Miles diss track. Made a DJ Khaled diss track. Made a Sun Cartel diss track. Made an I Show Speed diss track. Dropped the worst songs of 2023 part 1 video. Dropped a single named Misinformation Station which was universally hated on. Made a video on a Roblox scam. Teased an album named The Hustle Is Real which is still being worked on to this day. Dropped the worst songs of 2023 part 2 video. Dropped a single named Word Comes Around with Lil Baby which became more popular than I Have a Dream. Teased a sequel to my Friday the 13th project. Teased the long-awaited Ills. Dropped an EP called You See What You Get. Dropped another beat which was universally loved this time around. Teased a project named Bitch I Teased Batman. Dropped a review on For All the Dogs Scary Hours edition. Dropped a single named Drake The Type of Guy which was universally hated on once again. Dropped a few songs in a new style and then it happened. Thanks for 100 subscribers. It means a lot to me that you have enjoyed the content that I've been putting out recently. And, for the first time ever, it shows that you guys care. So thanks for that. I admit, starting this channel all on my own wasn't easy. But now that we're here, maintaining it is really easy. And I couldn't have done this all without the support of you guys. Thanks for helping me reach my goals. Now with this being said, let's make 2024 an even better year. Peace.